Okay, today we're going to be talking about replacing the automatic running boards on the truck. When I got the Ford Lightning, it had the fixed boards on it. I had a 2021 hybrid which had the automatic running boards. Now if you look on here, you can see that I've added the automatic running boards. These are actually AMP brand running boards. Now they do just plug right in, they'll fit right on, and they're really cool. The issue is this little side extra, when you're trying to step on the front of the truck to get to the windshield, it's nice to have that little bit there. The other part is on the back. So you can see that it should be about like this far. So what I want is, I want that extra little bit of the step, so that way when I'm putting things into the back of the truck, I can actually, you know, get in there and easily do it. So the problem is that these hinges and all these pieces are positioned differently, and I've been told that it's a different control module. So I do have the original running boards off of my 2021. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to have it adapted and put it on. Several places have told me it's not possible to put these on because of the fact that it doesn't come with a controller. So because I have this set of AMP running boards that are already on the truck, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see if we can just take the actual running board itself off and switch it out. So I've got a gentleman here who's gonna be working on it and see if he can switch it out really quick, but it's gonna look way better, a lot beefier than the set that's the AMP brand. No, not hating on AMP. AMP is great. They've got a great board. It's just not quite as long, and it's not the factory look that I was looking for. So we're gonna see what we're able to come up with. So as I had talked about, now I've got the wider step. Look at how nice and wide this original step is. Plus, I've got the extra space right between the back. And if you step on that back portion, you're right above the bed of the truck, so you can get up there and reach whatever it is that you need to reach. So nobody has the OEM Ford running boards, the automatic running boards. They have the fixed running boards in the 2023 Ford Lightnings. The reason why supposedly you're not able to use the automatic running boards is because the truck itself has to be programmed with the feature in the head unit, right? So you can't just add something that the truck's not programmed to do. So AMP has this running board that is a little bit simpler, just goes in and out based off of the switch in the door. I went ahead and adapted two sets. I took the original Ford running boards and I took the running boards off of the AMP set that come, you know, as an aftermarket set, and I was able to get the Ford running boards that are a little bit wider, they're a little bit longer, a little bit more comfortable getting out. So it is possible. They said that it wasn't, and I'm super excited. I love having it. It looks really nice, and it's a factory feature that just looks really good. The only thing is that back kick button that you'll see on the step doesn't work, but hey, I'm okay with it. Beggars can't be choosers, and I've got the automatic running boards on my Ford Lightning, so super stoked about that. Another feature that I did was I wanted these rubber floor mats because I have kids, and you can see I've got the car seats on there. I wanted to make sure that, you know, when they were drinking milk or they had some kind of food or something, that if it spilled on there, I can just pull this out and, you know, vacuum it up, whatever, wipe it out. So this actually has a little extra like storage compartment that goes under there. So my last F-150 didn't have that. I had already purchased these with my last F-150 Lightning, so I just took some scissors and I cut this edge all the way around. I didn't do a really good job on that portion of it, but then it just fit perfectly in there, and I just tucked that underneath, and it looks pretty good. Sits in there really nice, and I've got some floor mats that are completely covered, and I don't really have to worry about the kids spilling all sorts of things in the truck, which typically would happen. The other adaptation I did was the tonneau cover. Now, when you've got these tonneau covers, you basically have 3 different types of tonneau covers. You can do one where it's just one hard shell and it lifts completely up. You can do one that folds, you know, it'll go over and over and then it'll just be a big thing on the end and you can easily just pull it off. Or you can do this brand, which is the Retrax brand. I really like this because it's got a metal top, so it's a little more durable. You can also adjust how far in that you want this to go, so you're not stuck there with a certain distance. You could have a lawnmower sitting out the back of your truck, and you could move this so that it's, you know, at that place, and then you can just lock it down. But I can also bring it all the way to the end there, and it all just goes right into this little canister that's built right here. It does take about 6 inches out of the back of your truck, so you do have to take that into account. Wouldn't work really good if you got like dirt bikes or something like that, but you get about 6 to, I think it's actually about 12 inches that you've got right there. You got space under it, but you don't really have that extra space right there for a front tire of something to be able to sit back in it. But I do really enjoy the Retrax, and these little deals right here, just the water tubes, and I drilled a hole to make sure that the water, if it gets on there, it just seeps right out. You just pull that right back out. Next thing you know, it's a complete lockable back tonneau cover. 300 pounds could be just standing on the top of this, so it's really super strong. And it's got these little brackets right here that will kind of lock it in place. But it's been great, really love it. Makes it so that you can bring all sorts of good gear and everything on a trip. And you've got this whole locking back compartment. Absolutely love it. Hopefully you've liked a couple of the little adaptations that I've done to the truck just to make it a little bit more unique. Added the floor mats, got some different running boards that were automatic on there, and then also put a Retrax tonneau cover on the back. Just makes it really fun to drive around town and to be able to use it for the utility of a truck. And I know a lot of people are saying, well, what else can you use it for? I'm going to be doing a video where we talk about what you can do with an electric truck. There is a lot of things you can do. So for all the naysayers say, hey, you can't do anything with electric truck, just watch one of my videos that are going to be coming up where we use it for all sorts of really cool things, and you might be amazed.